Hey GT Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So basically episode like this, cool, I'm basically right here in my hand, and basically what this is a gaming chair, and it's from this brand right here. Obviously there's a lot of other brands out there available for you guys, but this is the one I got right here. So this is basically what the packaging looks like when you guys get the package itself. The one that I got right here is the H series, if you can see right here. They do have other versions as well. I'm probably gonna get the other one in the future, probably after this one if I do like this one, because there is another chair that I like that has a built-in speaker, which is definitely super awesome. But first thing first, let me actually open up this package to show you guys what is included inside here first. Alright, so when we first open up the package itself, you can see that this is basically what is included inside. So they do provide you guys a little warranty card right here. They do provide you guys instruction right here to teach you guys how to set up and everything and all the different parts. Right here, they provide you guys some of the tools that you're going to use to set it up. Here's the bottom part of the base. So it's pretty good material. Next layer right here, you can see that that is basically everything else. We'll take this out in a second. Underneath that, you can see the other layer right there, which is the seat. Definitely feels pretty nice and looks pretty awesome as well. Let me take this one out first. So definitely feels pretty heavy. And this is the seat itself. So right here is the armrest. So this is one of them. And then here's the other one right here. And then right here is the bottom part where you guys want to set it up for the actual seat itself to pull it up and down. But that's basically everything that's included in the packaging itself. Let me take everything out for the wrappers and then show you guys what it actually looks like when it's done. Alright, so once we take out everything, you guys can see that this is basically what's included inside right here. And right here is the other box that I didn't open for you guys earlier, but you can see everything else is in here in terms of the wheels and etc. And then for the other box that I didn't open up, this is the bottom part of the motor right here. So you guys want to use this right here to set up later on as well. But this is basically everything that's included in the actual packaging itself. So let's set it all up and see what it looks like once it's done. Alright, so first thing you guys want to do is set up the wheels on the bottom part right here first. Then for the seat, we'll do that afterward. So let's do that first. And then we want to insert the wheels inside to each one of the slots right here. Alright, so once you guys finish the wheels part right here, you can see that it does work right here. So once you guys finish with this part, you guys want to insert this part inside. But before you guys do that part, you guys want to put in this part right here. So this is the important part. Alright, so you guys want to add this onto the actual part itself. Put it through like that. Then you guys want to add this on top. Make sure it fits all the way in. So we'll come back to this later on because you guys are done with this part here. What you guys want to do now is work on the base right here, which is the other part on the seat. So let's do that first. Alright, so what you guys want to do first is open up this part right here, which is the seat part. And then you guys want to insert this onto the side. And then you guys can actually use the screw to actually screw it in. And you guys ever forget how to actually set up, you guys can always look at the instruction that's provided for you guys. Or you just come back to this video here. So first thing I want to do is open up this part here. Take it out first. Alright. So you can see that that is basically what the bottom part looks like. Definitely looks like a really awesome product. High quality product as well. And this is what the other side looks like. You can definitely feel the material feels really nice. So when you guys set up the product stuff, you guys want to make sure you guys are setting up in the correct position. And the way how you guys know, it tells you guys right here in the bottom that this side is the front right here. So the armrest or the actual part right here, you guys want to put it onto the side. So I want to take out this part here and take out this part here, and we'll use the screw and the wrenches here to install it on. So for the first part, when we install this part right here, we do need to use the screw. And if you guys follow the instruction that is provided for you guys here, you guys want to use the Q screw right here first. Alright, so these are the screws I will be using. So these are the Q screws. And we'll be using this right here to screw it onto this part right here like this later on. Alright, so we're going to put the first screw right here. Screw it in just a little bit first and use the hand wrench later on. Do the same thing for the other one right here. There is a hole right here on the side where you guys want to screw it in. Same thing for the other side. Since I didn't show it for you guys this time, I'll show you guys for the other side. And then we'll use the wrench or the tool right here. So I just want to make sure it's tight, but it's not super tight to the point where you guys can't take it off anymore. Because you guys want to make sure that it's done correctly first. Because if you guys make it too tight and you won't be able to open it, then you guys can't fix it later on. Alright, so that should be good for now. We don't want to make it too tight yet. We want to screw this part in like this as well. So I'm going to finish screwing this part first, and I'll show you guys the other side as well. Alright, so you can see that these are the two holes on this side. I just finished the one on the other side, so I want to do the same thing on this side. But I want to use this one right here, which is a little bit different, if you guys can see. So I want to get the two screws and screw it on this side as well. So let me do that first. Alright, so we'll screw that one in. And we'll do the same thing for the bottom part right here. Alright, so once you guys finish setting up, you can see that this is basically what it looks like on this side, and the other side is done as well. So once you guys confirm that both sides is correct, then you guys can make this part tighter first. And then once you guys do that, then you guys can put the cover on top right here. And then when you use the screw that says O on it, which is this one right here, and screw it through that product right there. And then you can actually cover the cover on top, and then you can use the little cap right here to cover it as well. So I'm actually do all that and show you guys what I'm talking about afterward. And then this time you guys want to use the other tool that they provide for you guys right here, because the other one will not work. This one's a little bit smaller that fits into this part right here. Make sure the hole fits correctly in the bottom part like this. Then you guys want to use this, push it in, put a little bit of force to it, and make sure you guys fit the hole correctly. And then you guys want to turn it. Alright, and then you guys just want to lock it in like this. And then once you guys finish turning this part right here to lock it in the bottom part, then you can continue on to the next part. So let me actually finish this first. And then once you guys finish setting up, you have to see that this part is secured right here. Then you guys want to take out this part here, which is the R cap, and put it into right here. So let me do that first. Alright, so this little thing right here, you just want to put it inside right here when you guys are all done. But I'm not going to do that just yet because I want to make sure the other side is correct first before I snap this in. Alright, so I want to do the same thing on this side. So one thing that I just noticed on this side right here is that if you guys look inside, it labels R, so there's no which side is R and left. So let me actually finish this first and show you guys what it actually looks like once it's done. Alright, so once you guys finish setting up, you guys can see that that is basically what it looks like right here. So what you guys want to do next is to install the seat itself. Let me actually open it up and show you guys what it actually looks like first. So this is basically what the back part looks like right here. If you guys look on the side right here, they have the holes right here that's drilled for you guys to insert it to here. And you guys want to put the screws on the side right here. Same thing for the other side right here as well, if you can see. And then right here is the front part right here. Definitely feels amazing and looks amazing as well. Alright, so once you guys have it set like this, you just want to put the screw in here. Make sure you get it correctly. And then screw it in. Twist it in a little bit. Make sure it's secured. And you guys want to do the same thing for other side. Make sure all of it is secured and correctly first before you screw it in tightly. And then once you guys have all the position correctly, then you just want to use the wrench or the tool that they provide for you guys to screw in all the way. That way you can have it all set up correctly. So I got some help to make it a little bit tighter and see on both sides right here and the other side as well. So what I want to do now is just use one of these tools that they provide for us. Make it tighter on both sides. So I'm going to finish this up first and show you guys what it actually looks like afterwards. So you guys don't have to watch all this because it's basically just me screwing in. So once you guys finish it, you can see that this is basically what it looks like. So the other side should look the same thing other than this part right here because it doesn't have this right here. But basically once you guys are done, you guys want to insert this part right here and this part as well on the other side. And then obviously the way how you guys know which is which, like I mentioned inside right here, it mentions R or L. So that way you know whether it's right or left. But same rule applies where you guys want to put the screw in here like this. Then you guys want to get that little cover and put it in here and cover it up. And this part right here will cover up this part right here, which is definitely super nice. So I just want to go like this. Find the hole right there. Put the screw inside. Get a little tool right here. And screw it in. You want to make sure this snaps in too. Just like that. And you want to get a little cover right here. Cover this part up. And here's all done. And that is basically what it looks like on that part right there. So I just want to do the same thing for the other side as well. So let me actually do that and then show you guys what the other side looks like. Alright, so here's the other side. So you just want to do the same thing. Put the cover on top, put the screw right here, snap this part in, then put the cover on top right here. Alright, so once you guys finish setting up, you guys can see that this is basically what it looks like right here. So what you guys want to do now is to work on this next part right here. And these right here as well. So let me actually flip this over and show you guys how to set it up. So once you guys are done with this part, you guys want to set up this part right here, which is the bottom part right here. And for the armrest, actually labeled left and right, so you know which is which. But we want to install this part here first. So you guys want to screw in the bottom part right here onto these part right here. This is for this part right here. And then the other 4 right here. And 4 right here is for the armrest. But the 4 right here is for this one. And the 8 right here is for the armrest. So let me take out these screws right here and we'll screw it on this part right here onto the chair itself. Alright, so you can see that we got all 4 of the screws right here. I slightly put it in a little bit just to show you guys what it actually looks like first. But what I'm going to do right now is to tighten all 4 of them first. And you want to make sure it's really tight for these because this is what's holding up the actual product itself. So what you want to do is put 4 on this side and 4 on this side. I'm going to do one side first to show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so then see that I have the screws settled right there. So what I want to do now is to make it tighter. And also one thing I want to let you guys know is that this part right here, you guys want to make sure you guys push it correctly. So if you guys want this part to go in more, then you guys want to push it all the way in until this part right here is on this side. Alright, so you can see that once we finish it, and see that this is basically what it looks like on both sides. So here's the armrest, and then here's the bottom part. So this one is the adjuster part if you guys want to use this option right here. But this part right here is basically where you guys want to insert the actual part right here. So the wheels and everything else. So let me actually flip this over and put it on top and show you guys what it actually looks like. So one way for you guys to do it is to either flip this and put it on top, or there's an easier way where you can go like this and just insert it, hold on to this part right here to make sure it doesn't fall off, and just insert it through here like this. So that should be good. And you guys want to hold the whole entire thing and flip it over and then push that part down. So that way you can actually hold it in. Alright, so right here we have the product all set up. You guys can see that this is basically what the product looks like right here. So we got the armrest on both sides right here. We got the seat right here. Feels really nice. We got the backrest right here. We have the lever part right here. So you guys can actually lean back later on. I'll show you guys how to use that. Material definitely feels really nice. This is what the back part looks like right here. You guys can see. Looks pretty awesome. And we have the wheels as well that's in use. The bottom part we do have the lever and the lock button. So if I pull this out, this one right here is to pull it up so that way it can actually bring up the chair. So something like this. Alright, and when I sit on it and just pull that, it'll bring it back down. If I turn to the other side, they have another one right here. So this one is the lock button. So if I pull this out, so I pull this lever up like this, then it actually locks the chair from moving, which I'll show you guys how to use that in a second. But this is basically what the bottom part looks like right here. If you guys can see, looks pretty awesome. And then the wheels right here, this is basically what the wheel looks like right here. And let's take a look on the side right here and see that it's all completely covered, which is pretty awesome. So none of the screws actually show out. But I'm actually put on the lumbar support and the pillow on to show you guys what it actually looks like before I actually test it out. Alright, so first part I want to put in the pillow that's right here. Make sure it's completely clean first. You guys can adjust it based on your own preference, but I'll just leave it there for now. Next one that we have right here, this is the lumbar support. So I don't think there's any strap for this part right here, but I believe you guys can actually unzip it to take it out right here if you guys want to. But you just leave that like right there. And that's basically what the overall product looks like once you guys finish setting it up. Now let me actually go on and try it out and show you guys what it actually looks like. Alright, so once I get on, you can see that this is basically what the product looks like. It definitely feels really comfortable. You guys can see, really sturdy. You guys definitely get that support on right here. And then with that lumbar support, you guys get that extra support in the back part right here. You just leave that like this, play games all day, watch movie or whatever. You guys got a little pillow right here that you can actually lean on. Next thing I want to go over is the armrest right here. So they have the button on both sides right here. So you guys push it. You guys bring it back and forth like this. And then another functionality is that you guys can actually go like this, or you can go like this. And the very last thing that's actually really cool about the armrest is the fact that on the side right here, they have a button this side and same thing for the other side as well. So I pull it up, you guys can go like that, or you can pull it back down. So that's definitely really cool. So the moment I actually put my arm right here, it can definitely feel pretty relaxed and whatever. But one day I noticed that it's a little bit far away, so I might need to adjust the bottom part to make it a little bit tighter. And then for the bottom part right here, like I mentioned, you guys can actually pull that to pull it down like this. And you guys want to bring it back up, just sit up. And it brings it back up. And the cool thing about this chair, like I mentioned, is the fact that you can go like this if you guys want to. So you can basically use that like a rocking chair. But if I go on the other side right here, where it's a lock and unlock button right here, if I lock it, go anymore, if you guys can see. But if I unlock it, then it start rocking again. But here's the very cool thing that's really cool about this product itself. So if I pull this lever part right here and pull it all the way down like this, I can go all the way down this far. And this way I can actually go to sleep if I want to. If this is too low, I can adjust it to make it a little bit higher. So just like that. And the other thing is that when you're actually using the rocking part on the actual seat itself, it actually goes even more further. So I probably want to lock it first and then try again. This way it won't go as far. So this one right here is a little bit higher than earlier because I locked it the rocking option. So you can see that this is basically what it looks like. Alright, so that's basically everything that is on the chair. But I did notice one last thing that I forgot to mention about the armrest as I was playing around with it. So if you can see inside right here, there's another button right here. So for this button right here, basically what it does is that once you guys press it, you guys can move it left and right like this. In, out, left, right. Same thing for the other side right here. In, out, in, out. So basically for the actual armrest itself, you guys have a lot of different functionality to work with. So this is basically what the overall product looks like right here. So this is the front part, here's the side, here's the back part, and here's the other side. Would have been nice to have a footrest right here, but that's not a huge issue. So that is basically everything that is on the chair itself and how to set it up. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So definitely the whole setup process and everything, it took a little while, but you can see that it's pretty easy if you guys follow the instructions correctly. If you guys don't understand the instructions that I provided for you guys, hopefully this video is super helpful for you guys to actually teach you guys how to set it up. A lot of these chairs I feel like it's very similar, the way how you guys set it up. It's just a different way of the sliding and everything. But in regards of this chair right here, I definitely have to say that it is worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Because you can see everything on here is pretty awesome. You guys got a lot of different functionality to work with for your armrest, your back area right here, lumbar support, and neck pillow and everything else, which is super awesome.